Because God is generous, he invites us to ask, and that's part of how he gets his business done on the earth. Listen to how Jesus frames this in the Sermon on the Mount. I'm reading to you from the New Living Translation because it actually captures it, I think, quite a bit better than a lot of the more literal translations. It says this: keep on asking, and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, everyone who seeks finds, and everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. You parents, if your children ask for a loaf of bread, do you give them a stone instead? Or if they ask for a fish, do you give them a snake? Of course not. So if you sinful people know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your heavenly Father give good gifts to those who ask him? So do unto others, or do to others whatever you would have them do to you. This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and the prophets. So here's the first part, and we'll pick this up tomorrow as well. So here's what I want us to focus on today. That because God is generous, he says, ask. I'm generous, ask. I'm generous, ask. God is generous, and he invites us to ask. He says, hey, ask, and keep on asking. It's not just ask one time. I heard years ago, I heard somebody say, well, if you ask a whole bunch of times, the first time you asked in faith and the rest of the time you asked in unbelief, it's actually not what it says. It says actually keep on asking. It says keep on knocking. It says keep on seeking. It doesn't say that we just ask one and it's a one-off and then everything else is unbelief. That's not what's being said there, and I think that teaching is false. So I think what's important to say is because God is generous, we begin to ask. Now, when we ask, we need to trust that he's going to, you've heard this, me say this before, you've probably heard other people say this before as well, that he might say yes, he might say no, he might say wait, he might say maybe. I don't know. So actually, I don't know what his answer will be. That's what I mean. I don't know. But in this, I think it's important for us to say that we need to start asking God for the things that we need, the things that we see him doing, that we ask, and he has called us to ask.